Hey Aries, thank you so much for joining me for your October Written in the Stars Horoscope and Fiercely Focused reading right at the end. I'm really excited to see what's ahead for you this month, and I'm extra excited because one of the most massive planetary power player in the solar system is switching signs this month. Jupiter, the planet of luck, growth, expansion, good fortune, wealth, is moving into scintillating, sexy Scorpio, the sign of the underground, the underworld, secrets, the detective. And for you, Aries, that means it's moving into your 8th house, your house of intimacy and the other, aka the house of sex, death, and other people's money. It's also the house of power. So Jupiter stays in each sign for about a year. He'll be in Scorpio until November 2018. He moves in on October 10th. And that means for the next year, there's going to be a real theme of expansion for you around intimacy, around partnerships, but not any kind of partnerships. There is a house for that. This is like sexual, intimate, or power-sharing relationships. This is why it's the house of other people's money. I mean, what's more intimate than that, right? It's the other most intimate thing that we can kind of mix with somebody. It's a sign of trust. Wow, Spirit's dropping cards for you. Okay, so I really just wanted to make you aware that there's a lot of luck coming into that house for you. And if you want to know more, check out my blog, writteninthestars.co, for your weekly horoscope, where I'll be talking more about that. And I'm also going to be putting up some videos on the channel that go much more deep into depth about what it's doing for you. Now that said, let's see what's ahead for you in October. What's coming up for Aries, Spirit? What does Aries need to know? I appreciate you bearing with me as we do this new camera setup that I've got. I'm a little short. It's going to involve some embarrassing, like standing up and moving stuff. I hope you'll bear with me. Aries, October. Spirit, what does Aries need to know? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for their highest good in the month of October. In the month of October, what do they need to know, Spirit? In the month of October, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, let's show you. Okay, I can do this, I swear. It's gonna happen, Aries. I apologize. I said it was gonna be a little weird, but we're here. We're making it happen. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Aries, October 2017. What does Aries need to know, Spirit? What does Aries need to know? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For their highest good. Wow. For their highest good, Spirit. Always and only for their highest good. Whole row. Wow. King and Queen of Swords together. Always a strong indicator to me of a relationship, possibly a marriage. Talk about intimacy. Okay, let's see though. Spirit, what is Aries? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know this month, October, for their highest good? Always for their highest good. Oh my goodness, a lot of people in play this month, Aries. Wow. Okay, almost there. Exciting month. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Wow. What's going on, Spirit, for Aries in October 2017? Okay. All right, Aries. Okay, so the first thing that I really want to say for you is that there's a lot of really wonderful clarity coming in for you in October. I mean, we open up with the sun. You're moving away from drama. You're moving away from struggle. I do feel that for some of you, moving away from struggle involves kind of getting some of you have to come to the fact that you've been cutting yourself off at the knees. That's what Spirit is saying. Of course, I should say, Aries, these are general readings, so some things are going to resonate more with you than others, and others may be messages for other Aries. So if it doesn't resonate, that's okay, but Spirit is absolutely saying that some of you have been restricting yourself, putting yourself in a box that isn't serving you, when really there is so much out here in the world for you. So it's like, why are you automatically deciding this situation? And again, because these are general readings for some of you, it's like, why are you staying in this relationship even though it feels like a skin that's too tight? Or why are you staying in this job if it feels like, I'm already done with this, I've done this, I know that this is too small. That's what I'm feeling, is like the box is too small for you, Aries. You're big, you're bold, you're meant to go out into the world, to speak your piece, to fly your flag. There's definitely some themes around your money and the need to expand, the need to cut through the bullshit, honestly. For some of you. And for some of you, like they're saying, the bullshit may be you're just putting yourself in this box. You're putting yourself in this is the amount that I'm capable of making, or this is what I'm worthy of. And it's kind of appropriate that that's coming up when you're having Jupiter move into Scorpio, when it is about your power. So that makes me happy. You have the the Midas touch right here, the King of Pentacles. You got what it takes, Aries. I feel like for some of you, your confidence has been shaken in the recent past. And October, there's going to be a resurgence. There's going to be an opportunity to really get back on your feet. But that's going to require stepping out of that comfort zone. You're not going to feel powerful if you're feeling restricted or kind of knowing on the inside, this doesn't fit, but I'm going to try to make it fit. I feel for many of you, it's interesting because, you know, you're breaking out of this box. You're looking at your life and noticing the ways in which it needs to change. Looking at the harvest that you've grown and thinking, okay, for all the hard work that I did, was this what I wanted? Did I get what I wanted? Do I feel like is this even, Spirit is saying for some of you, still what I want? Maybe it was last year, maybe it was 2-3 months ago. Is it still? Don't be afraid to ask yourself that question. Don't be afraid to assess. Step out. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling step out of your comfort zone. I'm feeling try something new, which is right in your wheelhouse, Aries. You know, you are a self-starter. You're not afraid to be bold, to be the first one on the dance floor, to make moves that other people might fear to make. I feel some of you may even be moving overseas or considering a move overseas. And I know that's very specific, but Spirit comes in with whatever you need to know. For some of you, it's not overseas, but it's still long distance. Like I'm moving out of state, or I'm moving hours and hours away from my family, or everybody that I know. And it's because you want to upgrade. It's because you want to level up. It's because you want that career, that relationship, that life that feels like it is on your damn level, okay? Here you are, Aries, Queen of Wands. Queen of Fire. You can be a male Queen of Wands, you can be a female king. Court cards have nothing to do with gender. If you've been here before, you've probably heard me say it quite like a broken record. But I want you to notice here, her magic wand, her black cat sitting at her feet, the sunflower she's holding in her hand, kind of, sun, right? Your magic is growing, Aries. Your magic is growing, so for some of you, you're outgrowing the box that you put yourself in. Don't let that scare you. Don't let that make you feel like you're in scarcity. It's the opposite. Like, I know that that might be hard to swallow at this moment, but that is the truth. Doing the scary thing, taking the scary risk, making the move, that is what brings you out of scarcity, not what takes you into it. Now, of course, I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow, burn the boats, and then, oh, I'm going to sell these sock puppets on the street, and I hope I make it. This is my creative, this is my vision. I'm not telling you that, but I'm telling you that if you look at what you have yielded so far, and then you create a plan based on your results, you know, here's the thing with you, Aries. I'm going to talk to you face to face for a second, because I like it, because it's fun. Okay. Sorry, that's a whole lot of me. Okay, so Aries, you are bold, you are the traveler, you are completely willing to go out there and make your magic. For some of you, a lot of you, unless you've got some really awesome, you know, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn aspects going on in your chart, you've got a little bit of trouble with sitting down and planning. It almost feels to you like that's a waste of time. Like, but I could be moving, I could be going forward, I could be doing this, I could be over here by now. But really, it's going to, there's this thing about you that it's almost like, oh, that's looking in the past. You know, I don't live in the past, I live in the present, I'm in the future already. It benefits you to look at your past. It benefits you to see what got you here, to recognize, did this path work for me, or did this path kind of take me astray? And I can learn from my mistakes. You're a very courageous sign, Aries. Running in where angels fear to tread. And I do feel that you're having some confrontations this month. I feel that there's some truth telling that needs to happen. I feel that some of you, it's to your spouse. I say spouse because the Queen and King are here. King and Queen of Swords. Who is this important couple? Who are these people with brains? Is it you, Aries? Are you the quick-witted, sharp, sarcastic, clever King or Queen of Swords? Or is this somebody that you know in your life? These are general readings. So who does that sound like? Who is the friend or the mentor that you feel that you can go to for the absolute truth? You know, they're not going to sugarcoat it, and it's because they love you that they're not going to sugarcoat it. I feel tap into their wisdom. Tap into their wisdom partially because they're going to show you you're not so far from where you want to be. It's not going to be some crazy, it's not going to be some crazy, difficult, terrible, long journey. I see actually the opposite here. I see, like I said, for many of you, moving away from drama and toil and difficulty toward smoother waters, toward feeling very sure of yourself, feeling... Spirit just said, get the facts. What are the facts? Aries, some of you are consulting a lawyer. That's what they just said. You need to put everything on the table. Put everything on the table. Give them all the information in order for them to help you, okay? You're fighting for your rights. You're fighting to enjoy the big overwhelming message here is that you're fighting for a better life. You're fighting for an upgrade. And I do see that for some of you, there is greater stability coming. There is greater joy and companionship, but it comes as a result of getting very honest with yourself and being willing to like step out and away from the things that are limiting you, holding you down, keeping you planted where you know that you don't belong. Like non-native plant, like these resources are not working for me, like I'm supposed to be elsewhere. There's a new relationship for some of you. The couples card. And this is the beginning. This is like infatuation, this is charm, this is flirtation. I feel like for some of you, it's just really important, okay, Aries, here's the major theme. It's really important for you to be honest with yourself and with other people because you can't get what you want any other way. And it's also important that you require that honesty and that transparency is the word Spirit just used, from other people. Use your words. Aries, you're magical. You're charismatic. You're sweet. You're fun. We love you. We just want more of you. So step out. Be everything that you are. Talk to those people that are going to give you the brutally honest truth, because they will help you. They will help you cut ties and detach from things that aren't working for you and move toward things that really are. For those of you that are going through a period where you have to tighten your belt, which for some of you, yes, it's, you're having to cut things out, you're having to budget, you're having to batten down the hatches. Spirit wants you to know there are good things on the other side of this. Battening down the hatches, tightening your belt, working for this. As long as you are not working for something that you know that you don't want, it's going to benefit you. As long as you continue to work for something that you don't want and that you know very clearly you don't want, like, this is not enough money, I don't get to express myself, I feel like, some of you, it's like I'm walking on eggshells in my current relationship, like this person is so harsh and so brutally honest, like it's too much. You've got a little bit of an ego, Aries. We all do. But you're the child of the zodiac. You need to be nurtured. You need to be appreciated. Your talents need to be fostered. And if somebody's kind of like cutting you off and telling you like, oh, what are you thinking or what are you doing? It's a turn off, and it kind of shuts down your creativity. Your flame needs air. You need room to be who you are. Okay, so for some of you, they're saying you're dealing with your child. For those of you who don't have a child, you may be dealing with a younger, or if they're not chronologically younger, a kind of immature friend. But I really am feeling a family dynamic here, like maybe it's a younger sibling or a child that you're dealing with, and I'm feeling struggle with that. I'm feeling immature. I'm feeling this person might say offensive things, shitty things, just things to make you upset because they don't know how to handle their feelings. There's so much good stuff and clarity coming to you this month, Aries. You have the happy home, you have the sun coming up, you have money improving, you have moving away from drama. But again, it all centers around you being able to be your full authentic self, which shouldn't surprise you. That's important for you at all times. And they want me to let you know, when it comes to this new relationship that some of you are dabbling into, or maybe it's like just beginning to grow, be honest. Not that they think, oh my God, Aries, you're such a liar. No, but be exactly who you are, even if you feel like it's awkward, even if you feel like it's strange, because again, for this person, for this partnership to work, that has to be the case. It has to be that you are exactly who you are. And you're magical. You're awesome. Who wouldn't want to be with you, Aries, when you're being all of who you are and not trying to hide anything, not trying to tamp anything down, not trying to fit yourself into a mold that doesn't fit you, okay? All right, so now let's look at your fiercely focused spread. And if you haven't been here before, Aries, this is when I pull a separate reading from a separate deck of 5 different cards to look at the main areas of your life, a theme for your month, and give you an idea of what's going on in the physical, financial, emotional, creative, spiritual realms of your life, all right? What are the best action steps that you can take to make the most of your month? Wow. Okay. Make a commitment, Aries. Judgment. Gabriel has blown the horn. The dead are coming back to life. It's time to get really real. It's time to resurrect yourself. So Spirit is giving me, again, this sense of like, it really goes with this theme of break out, be who you are. Judgment says that you know the truth. For some of you, it's like divorce, marriage, contract, I'm out, I'm in, I'm signing on the dotted line, or I'm pushing the contract back at you and I'm not signing. Like, we're not doing this. Whatever the case, what is it that you need to commit to or not commit to? Commit to not committing to? You know what I'm saying. What you say no to in life gives you the room to say yes to what really matters to you, to what is authentic to you. Start saying yes to what's authentic, Aries. It's in your best nature. It's one of your greatest gifts. So I love that we're talking about Jupiter and expansion, and Jupiter moving into your 8th house is also a wonderful sign for self-mastery. So for those of you rare Aries who might be feeling like you're lacking in a little bit of confidence right now, or you're not sure which direction that you want to go in, or what you should discipline, what discipline you should take up, or what it is that you want to do in life, Jupiter is going to help you figure out what that is. This is an opportunity to discipline and master yourself. Those are the phrases that Spirit is using. What do you want to learn? What do you want to be? Commit. Are you stopping drinking? Commit to AA. Are you committing to an exercise program? Put your clothes out the night before and set your alarm for 6 a.m. or whatever. Commit. Commit. Say yes to the person. Say no to the person. Say goodbye. Say hello. Commit. Okay. So now we're going to look at what's going on with your finances, with your physical health, in the earthly realm of your life, Aries. What does Aries need to know for their highest good? Always and only for their highest good, Spirit. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Beautiful. Balance. Balance, and the other thing that I feel from this is take it easy. When I say take it easy, notice this man's very silly hat. He's playing games. He's playing with money. And I mean that in the best sense. I want you to notice the cord, the green, the money-colored cord wrapped around his 2 coins. And when he wraps this cord around these coins and moves them around, puts a little here, puts a little there, shifts this into that account, shifts this over to this bill to pay off this debt, the cord creates that infinity symbol, that lemniscate. You can make a little into everything. You want to use your skills, Aries. You want to capitalize, money, right? You want to capitalize on your skills. You want to use what you have. Doesn't mean you have to have a lot. You can make waves, see the waves in the background? You can move ships. You can change things with the way that you change the way that you handle your money and your resources. Because pentacles aren't just money. It's like I said, this is your physical health as well. You need a little more balance. Some of you need to do some yoga. Some of you need to do some Pilates. Some of you just need to do a little bit more. Maybe you need to trade out your office chair for a balancing ball. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to find flexibility, and flexibility brings improvement. That's what I'm feeling for you. That's when it comes to your money. That's when it comes to your body. When it comes to your life, it's like Spirit said, it's like you're breaking out of this box, Aries. So time to break out. All right. So now let's look at what's going on in your mind. Let's look at what's going on in the mental realm for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are the words? What are the conversations? What are the thoughts? Spirit, that Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know about in October for their highest good. Always and only for their highest good, Spirit. feel like you got this fairly recently, Aries. For some of you, this is a continuing theme, and it's difficult. The Three of Swords. Swords are the mental realm. Punishing thoughts, heartbreak, a sense of loss, a sense of betrayal, a sense of feeling isolated. And this is the reason a lot of you need to make a judgment. If you're feeling like this, do you want to stay there? And if you do want to stay there, there's no judgment. Your free will means everything. However, Spirit always talks about, my prayer is always that the messages that you get, happy, sad, that they're always for your highest good. And if you don't want to be here, I'm spatially challenged. If you don't want to be here, Aries, then you have to make the decision. You have to make the judgment to come back to life. If somebody's breaking your heart on a continual basis, like if this is a pattern, it's time to consider whether you need to just cut. Sometimes separation is better than being together. Sometimes you feel more alone when you're with the wrong people or the wrong person. Be authentic to yourself. That is what brings you growth and expansion and love. There was that new relationship card. So for some of you, maybe you're ending this new relationship like, hey, you know what, it's not going to work out. Thanks, goodbye. And for some of you, maybe you're leaving one relationship and a new relationship has the opportunity to blossom. You have to make room. You have to cull the field if you want to grow new things, is what Spirit is saying. So don't be afraid to let go, to commit to letting go of things that you don't need in your life anymore. You're making room for what you do want when you do that. Okay, so now, in that same vein, let's look at what's going on with you emotionally. What's going on in Aries' heart? What is Aries, sun, moon, and rising? What do they need to know for their highest good in the month of October? Spirit, in the month of October. Aries, when it comes to their heart, their emotions, their feelings. You are surrounded by kings and queens this month, Aries. What's up with that? Who's the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or the water sign type, if they are not literally a water sign? The emotional, deep, mature. You know, this is somebody who can, and again, you could be a female Queen of Cups, but I'm feeling a masculine energy for most of you. And I'm feeling this is somebody like a therapist, a counselor, somebody who can really give you what you need, somebody who can hear out your thoughts and hold space for you without judging, without condemning. Although, okay, this is why I say these are general readings, okay, Aries? And if you ever want a personal, I have linked my shop below. We could do a one-on-one. That would be awesome. Now that said, I wanted to say that before I say this. For some of you, this is not a nice person. This is somebody who's using their emotional knowledge to manipulate, to gaslight. There's a little bit of narcissism, a little bit of codependence here, a little bit of, hey, well, if you want to be with me, then you need to be like this. Aries, you're the original. You're the first. You got to be you, okay? So for those of you, if this is somebody great and good and emotionally mature who can be there with your feelings and be sensitive and strong, awesome. If the gaslighting, manipulating, turning your words around and like making you cry, if that is what's resonating with you, out, beat it, all right? Okay, and finally, let's see what's going on in your element, Aries. What's lighting you up? What is inspiring, activating you, or just straight up lighting a fire under your ass, Aries, in October? What does Aries need to know about this spark in October? You're moving. You're moving, Aries. I'm happy to see this. This says that some of you are ready for the change. This says that some of you are ready to pursue your passion, ready to go out and basically, again, run where angels fear to tread. Spirit is showing a geographical move for some of you. And what they're saying for some of you is, I'm really excited because they were showing me, you know, that so many of you are in this box right now and you're wondering if you can break out. Take this. If this is the moment where you feel inspiration to move on and where you feel like, okay, you know what, that message is fucking for me. I'm the one in the box and like, this is my opportunity. This is my, I stumbled upon this and it's exactly what I needed to hear to tell me, all right, get out of the box. You don't belong in the box. Take this as your message. And if not, expect to get another message to underline this, and then another, and then another. And what Spirit is saying right now is, Aries, if you hear, answer the door. Spirit will do this, and then they'll flip the fucking table. And then you're really gonna have to deal with it. So answer the door. Answer the feeling, answer the sensation, whatever is calling you, don't ignore it, respond, follow your passion, chase what it is that you believe in and care about, make the judgment. You're bringing yourself back to life in October, okay? Aries, thank you so much for joining me, as always. I hope this is really helpful and resonant for you. And if you have questions or if you want to tell me what this is bringing up in your life, I would love to hear from you. And of course, if you ever want to get a more direct, personal, in-depth reading, check out my shop below. I'd love to work with you. I'm wishing you many, many blessings, a wonderful Halloween, Samhain, Dia de los Muertos, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you in October. Bye!